everybody, hello or welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Venom. I hope you guys are having an amazing day and amazing week so far. Yes! So today's the day we are finally going to be doing kind of like a little drama, little gossip, not too much, but this is just like the first time doing this. I want this to be like a test video, so it's not going to be very long. Just to see how it goes. If you guys aren't really feeling this as just like a test, you know, video of me trying it, what we can do is maybe just doing like, you know, just another makeup look throughout the week instead of me doing this. But I mean, we can try it and maybe try it one more time and see how it goes. I don't know, I kind of want to hear your guys' more opinions over mine, because I end up doing liking this and you want me to like cover a specific person or talk about a specific person or like a specific like issue or anything, I would say just like leave it down in the comments. But the first one I just want to say is, have you guys noticed Shane Dawson's podcast? I came across it last week, and when I wanted to initially start it last week, I was just really out of it and we're just really tired and just mentally drained. I was like, I can't, I'd love to, but I was like, I don't have the energy and all that. So I was like, I'll wait till next week, because I did take like Tuesday off. But I actually like it. I know there's a lot of, you know, thoughts about Shane Dawson and everything, especially with, you know, even with Jeffree Star. But I don't know, it's really hard for me to stay away from Shane Dawson, because I've grown up watching him pretty much since I was like a teenager. So it's really hard to like not watch people. Like, you went to like Trisha Paytas, even though I'm not like really happy with her at the moment of her decisions. After a while I probably will give her another chance, I don't know. But with Shane Dawson, I really do like it. I love it that he has his brother on it, which he just says like the most randomest, like the most random things sometimes, and it's like, how did you even like think of that to even say it? But it's really weird, because I don't think we'd ever really met like Shane's like older brother. I know he did a conspiracy video with him like a month ago. I don't think he's posted anymore. I know his podcast is on a different, you know, channel on YouTube, and his conspiracies, I think it's Shane and then Shane 2, I think. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I think that's what it is. But I actually liked it. I found it really enjoyment watching it, and guess that he also talks on it. And then they also have Rylan. I don't know if Rylan's gonna be on all of them, but so far he has been on the past 2, I believe. If I remember correctly, I know Shane has been on, you know, the Sips podcast a little bit, so I think they're kind of bouncing back. I know he was also saying that he was doing like a testing to see if people really like it, which a lot of people are watching it. So I think a lot of people, even though people have expressed when the whole Shane and Jeffree thing went on, you know, I think people are still wanting to watch Shane because he is really good at what he does. People do have like different opinions on Shane, but when it comes to what he does, like conspiracies or just talking about things like that, he is really good at that. So I think as long as he just sticks to that, I don't think anyone's gonna really like be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? But I'm really happy to see him back and like his content back. I don't know, it feels like YouTube has been very lately, and then just seeing his stuff, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like YouTube's exciting again for like the longest time. And then dealing with Jeffree, it's been a while. I haven't really seen anything lately. I have seen like the old TikToks showing up. It is about the former TikTok. I don't know. I've read in different articles that he was also an employee of Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if that article was real, but I guess this TikToker went to the Star Ranch in Wyoming, and he started talking about on TikTok I don't know if you guys have seen it. You probably have if you have like TikTok or watch like those type of like YouTubers that like cover like more drama than, you know, like drama like nonstop every day. But I noticed that I think his name is Miki, or I think his name is kind of like drifting away in my my memory. But I guess he went to the Star Ranch. I'm guessing probably because his friend was there or something. I don't really understand the whole situation, why he went to the Star Ranch in Wyoming. Kind of curious, but I guess when he showed up, somebody was supposed to pick him up. They didn't pick him up, so he took an Uber out there. Then he had to walk a while on a private road. I mean, I get it. Sometimes maybe they could have forgotten, or, some people said maybe he just wasn't that important. So they kind of like, didn't realize that they had to get him a ride. I don't know. That's just what like some people are like speculating and thinking of. But what's really creepy, and I will admit, if I was going to someone's house, if I was even Jeffree Star's house, like I wouldn't record. Like, I don't know, that's just me personally. Like, I wouldn't take photos of me walking to the house unless I knew I was going to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you take a picture of the gate, like the Star Ranch gate, and then while you're walking to his house, which like he says a mansion, but to me it looks like a normal house. Like, even the videos he's done inside his house, it looks like a normal house. So it's like, maybe it might be like a bigger house, but it's not like a mansion, if that makes sense. I don't know, it kind of just looks like a normal, like, outside of, like, on the countryside's house that we have here in Montana. So it's like, it's not really a mansion, it's just like a ranch house. It's bigger. But yeah, he took, a video of him walking up to the house and like pictures, and I was like, that's really creepy. Like, when I went to go see my friend for like a long time in Seattle, like 3 years ago, or like when I go see like old friends I haven't seen, like I don't take pictures of their house or like me walking to their house. I just find that really creepy. But I guess he was saying that, he was bringing up Jeffree, and he brought up Boom, and he brought up the whole Tina thing. If you don't know what Tina is, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Tina is, but I guess there was drug issues, and supposedly he was a drug lord, which I'm just like, maybe a drug lord of makeup. That's the only thing I can really think of. And I don't know, it's really weird that he was saying that, because I don't know, like, I think for all of us to, like, since we see Jeffree, we know Jeffree, you definitely would pick up signs of that, like, that type of drug use. Like, we all know he smokes pot. Like, hello, we all know that. He has like a 420 shop also. So I don't know if he was just trying to like exaggerate the story. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to sound really harsh on this person, because I wasn't there, so I don't know. But it's also like, you don't really provide the facts of these things you're accusing of Jeffree. Like, okay, so if I was to start doing Tina, let's say, for example, like, you would definitely, like, over the years, I mean, even after a couple months, like, you would definitely know, like, different, people, when they do that type of hard drugs, you can definitely tell after a while, like, things are changing. And he also just mentioned, like, narcissist, like, behavior, but I mean, I don't want to dog on Jeffree, but I think that's just always been him. In a sense, way, he does have narcissistic behavior. But I mean, I don't know, because I don't know Jeffree Star personally. I would love to meet him one day, but I mean, just from what people do say about him, he still kind of does carry that behavior. He doesn't try to, but I think he still has it a little bit without knowing he does. But I guess the TikToker made another video saying that he got a a letter from Jeffree saying shush shush, which I don't know if it, I don't know, to me it all doesn't make sense, like I said. And I haven't seen any like recent up videos of him like trying to speak out, but it just makes me feel like I'm not trying to like hurt this person's feelings or anything, but it just feels like they're trying to get attention and use somebody as like a prop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew Jeffree is really famous, like, he's you know, a famous figure, everyone mostly knows who Jeffree Star is. So I think that maybe since he was like invited to go to the Star Ranch, he took this opportunity, what I think, in my opinion, and he created the story so then he would start getting traction and maybe have like his Instagram or his TikTok blow up, you know, whatever the cases be. I think that that is what happened, because you would think, for if I was Jeffree, in my opinion, if I was Jeffree and if I had all this shady stuff going on at my ranch and there's a reason supposedly why he moved to Wyoming. I mean, a lot of people like that are famous and rich move to Wyoming. They have other houses in Wyoming and Montana, because around here we don't really care. You can go down the list of like so many people that have moved to Montana outside the valley where I live, up in like, you know, the Yellowstone Club we have in Big Sky. Like there are a lot of famous people that move here. Even Justin Bieber has a house around here, and it's like we don't really care because, you know, a lot of us view, like, it's not like LA where people are like, oh, we gotta, you know, a lot of people in LA are like, oh, you only hang around certain people to get like certain statuses, or, you know, where here it's like we don't care. We don't care if you're like rich or famous. It's like you're just viewed as like a different like just as another human being. Like when you die, we're all the same, so it doesn't really matter. So, but if I was Jeffree and if I knew things were going on and I didn't want people to know, I would make him sign an NDA. And the fact is he didn't sign an NDA really shows that, like, you know, if people really had something to hide, they'd have you sign an NDA if they were that famous and they were that wealthy. But the fact that he didn't, so I think he is, in my opinion, he is just trying to start something that isn't really there. I would love to hear your guys' opinions on that, because I know that was circling around a while. His videos have been popping up on his older videos that he's like making these claims on TikTok, or like people are like making comments about it, or they're like, I don't think the original videos is still there. I don't know, I have to do some little bit digging, but there's that. I don't know if you guys haven't been paying attention to the Johnny Depp and the Amber Heard stuff. He is taking her to court to get money because she pretty much threw dirt on his name, and he was the reason why I mean, I was kind of curious. I don't really pay attention a lot to Johnny Depp. I do know I love him as an actor, but other than that, I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, I don't care. But I guess she made some very serious allegations to the point where he lost a lot of, you know, he lost money because of her, and he was dropped from Pirates of the Caribbean, which we all know he's famous for. And I think his last movie, when it all happened, was Black Mass. I mean, it wasn't the best movie he was in, and I remember watching that. I was kind of like disappointed in his performance, but you know, it could have just been a different style type of movie. But yeah, I guess they have been doing the trial for about a couple weeks now. I believe today is the last day of, and I think they're both being cross-examined. I believe I was watching a little bit this morning and she was on it. Yeah, she was on the court, and his lawyers Camille is eating her up. Like, she was like asking her questions, she would like start drifting off. I would love to hear your guys' opinions down below, if you think she's gonna win, if you have been watching, or if he's gonna win. I don't know. It's really hard to say, because I know when she first started these allegations of Johnny, that, you know, everyone, you know, was like believing her and everything, which I don't know, like when people come out and, you know, talk about how they're being abused and everything, I try my hardest not to only take one side. I always try to believe you know, who is appearing to be the victim, but I also try to figure out both sides, because I do know that some people try to manipulate people. I don't know, it's just a really touchy subject, and I do know some people do take that as an advantage, where right now, where we're seeing in court, where Amber was saying a lot of things, And, you know, a lot of people did believe her at first, but now since the court and everything is now, you know, crosses, you know, everyone's telling their, you know, what they know from each side, and the witnesses are coming forward, it's not looking really good for her. And it makes me really mad because, this is just my opinion, it makes me really mad when people accuse, I mean, we all know that he wasn't like, no one's, you know, ever, you know, people have flaws and everything, and Johnny did admit, you know, he's like, I did, you know, I did have a drug problem, I did have all this, but he's like, when she, which I can totally understand when he said this, is when you are in a living hell and somebody is always attacking you. I'm not saying it's right, but if things are happening so much in your life and you were used to drinking when you were super stressed, or things would just, you know, crumble apart, you're habit to pick that up again, if that makes sense. I'm not the best to explain that kind of stuff. So, you know, once you have a habit, you drop it for a while and things happen, you kind of pick up those habits again. That's the way how I'm gonna say it. But I was really hoping that Elon Musk was gonna come to the trial and like you know, and testify. That'd be good. I know she was caught lying about her whole donating the money thing from her divorce, so that's very interesting. Her whole testing under oath, I think it was in the Australia case, which found out that she actually lied about that. I was really hoping, I don't know, people were thinking about Manson showing up for some reason, because I know they were like really close friends. People were really hoping to see, you know, Marilyn Manson, but, you know, if you don't know, he is going through his own stuff right now. So I'm kind of curious to see how that Marilyn Manson stuff's gonna go. I don't want to get too much. I could get really into like detail if I really want to, but this video would drag on forever. And like I said, I just want this to be like a little test video to see if you guys like it. If you guys do like it, then I'll do longer, you know, videos and everything. And the lit for this little test trial, I was kind of nervous like through this whole thing because I didn't know how it was gonna like pan out. I know like some moments I'm just like, oh my gosh, like really nervous. I know I'm like really nervous filming this one because I've never done anything like this before. So I'd love to hear your guys' opinions, and I will see you next one. Bye.